Last night I was scrolling and I was seeing so many cool finds that I really wanted to search for at the thrift store. So I thought, let's go to the thrift store today. I'm gonna show you how to take some of those really put together rooms that you see online and find those items here at the thrift store. And of course, we're gonna do some DIYs as well. I found this print, it's $15. I like the subject matter. I'm not really a fan of the frame, but I could always change that. It's a really nice print. I'm trying to go with more of a traditional look in my house. Some of the times when you pick up gold frames, you may or may not like the color of that frame. I wasn't a big fan of the color of the frame, so I'm gonna add some gold rub and buff to the edges. This is a great neutral color, and I also wanted to add some depth to the frame as well. Technique you can do to add depth is to come in with a black rub and buff. That's gonna bring out any detail in your frame. Okay, this is so cool. It's just like a wicker circle. I've never seen anything like this. I don't like the color, but we could totally fix that. I love the look of this decorative wood ball. I did want to darken it up a little bit, so I added some dark stain to it. I let it sit for about a minute before I wiped it off. Now, the cool thing about this is you can continue to add stain until you're happy with the color. So if you need to add 2 coats, you can apply that and just wipe off any excess. Crystal vases at the thrift store can be really pricey. We saw some that were like $30, $40. Then we spotted this one and it had an as-is sticker. It's so pretty down here. There's just one problem. It has like a little chip back here, but what if we put this to the back and this one's only $12? I just can see some beautiful spring florals in this. Now this clear vase is absolutely gorgeous. I love that I was able to get it as an as-is discount because once I put the florals in here, you're not gonna be able to tell that it has a chip on it. Now I wanted some really pretty florals for spring. These I picked up in a pack off of Amazon. I'm gonna link them for you because I'm sure you're gonna wanna pick them up as well. Now I took all of the florals out and kind of fluffed them really well. I didn't cut the ends of the florals, I just bent them up. That way if I wanna use them in a larger vase, I have that option later. I put the florals in there and then just moved them around till I was happy with them. I think they look gorgeous sitting on this cabinet. My store has so many unique mirrors. I was loving these double mirrors. I think they're so pretty. Now these are $40 each. Then I spotted, this was over there. I pulled it up. I spotted this mirror. Actually, I'm not sure how much this is. Okay, there's no price on it. It's a fake wood, but I love the caning on it. So I'm thinking if I could remove the picture to make it be a mirror again, could I do some kind of faux wood stain on here to make it look like a cane mirror? Let's try it out. The first thing that drew me to this mirror was the caning around the edge. You see mirrors like this all the time that are pretty expensive. So I wanted to try to bring this mirror back to life. I did have to remove the painting that was on the mirror. I applied some Goo Gone and then using a scraping tool, I scraped off the paint. I took off the excess with a paper towel. I did a few coats of this and then I came in with some Dawn dish soap. This did a great job to kind of finish up and remove any excess paint. I let this sit and dry. So I wanted to mimic the look of wood on this because it was a plastic. It looks like wood, but it's actually a plastic mirror. I taped around the mirror and then I also covered the inside of the mirror so I didn't get any paint on the mirror while I was painting. I found this paint by Country Chic. It's the color Driftwood and it's a chalk paint. I did 2 coats of paint on the mirror, drying in between each coat. Now to give it more of a wood appearance, I'm gonna be using a dark brown color, and I'm gonna be using a broom from Dollar Tree. I'll place the edge of my broom into the paint and wipe off any excess, and then I'll just sweep it along the mirror. This is going to give me kind of a cool brush stroke look. You can do as little or as much as you like. Now, after you're done adding the brown, you're going to want to come back in with that driftwood, because in some areas you'll probably add too much brown and that driftwood will just mute it down. Let it dry, remove your tape, and here's how the mirror turned out. Now there's actually another one that I want to pick up. I feel like the shape on this mirror is so unique. I absolutely love it. I may do a little DIY on it, but it's really pretty much going to look perfect in my house. This one is $39. One thing I noticed about this gold mirror was it actually had some green around the edging, and I wasn't sure if that's something that happened over time. I kind of liked the antique look that it gave to it. Now, it did have some chipping in some of the corners, so I wanted to add some gold rub and buff just to kind of smooth it out and bring it back to life. Now we're over here in the lamp section. My thrift store has a ton of lamps. I've been looking for a floor length lamp. I found this one. It has a brass base. I'm gonna update that a little bit, but I love this lamp shade, but I'm not a fan of the color, so we're gonna have to change that as well. I was so excited to find this floor lamp for $19. I loved the marble table around the base. Now, the first thing I did was I removed the shade, and then the gold brass I felt like looked really great. I kind of like some of that antique look that it had, but it really kind of needed to be refreshed a little bit. So I put a couple of gold rub and buff colors onto a scrap piece of cardboard. I'll add the gold rub and buff to the stem of the base. Now, when you do two different colors, it's going to give you more of a contrast, so I definitely went in with two colors. I love the accordion style of this lampshade, but it was in rough shape. And if you weren't aware, you can paint your lampshades. I came in with kind of this ivory beige color, and this is just a sample paint that I picked up at Lowe's. You can get any sample paint made for around $5, and it's a great way to have a specific color to use. I use these in all of my projects. And I'm gonna be going in with a textured brush, and I'll add one coat around the entire lampshade. You can also paint on the interior of your lampshade if it's looking a little bit rough. And I'll do this all the way around, making sure I have everything covered. Let your lampshade dry, and this is how it turned out. Hey guys, I'm Liz, and you're watching my second DIY channel where I post daily DIY videos. You may be familiar with my main channel, Liz Fenwick DIY, but I'm glad that you found me over here on my second channel. Make sure that you're subscribed so you just get notified every day when I post our daily DIY video.